Looks yummy. But no, not yet. Patience is a virtue. Focus. We must focus to make the yummiest cancer possible. All you'd have to do is roll up as many crabs as you can find. Let's see. You have 7 minutes. We look forward to a mouth-watering Katamari, Callow Prince. Crab battle. Okay, there we go.
Wait, are those beetles that are locked with their mandibles together? Yeah, it's a beetle fight.
Okay, this is really
But
going
why
to...
is that crab holding a... Some of them are in pans. Oh, wait, that was a horseshoe crab back there.
I'm not going to think too hard about it.
Persimmons. That crab is upended.
Can't get that guy. I am
Wind
officially too
chimes?
large for this. Yeah, not all of these are going to be as edible as others are. As a danger crab. I've never quite understood the connection between crabs. I guess it's the scissors? Because
What?
there's always like a connection in Japanese media between like crabs and hairstyling.
Because, yeah, they have pincers they could clip.
Yeah, I guess.
Oh, there's actually a crab with scissors over there. That's funny.
Nope. Oh, you can tell they're running away from me.
Yeah, so the little crabs will do.
Wait, does he want a 33 meter? He just said as many crabs as possible.
So maybe you really just have to go after
Oh god.
all the crabs.
I am suddenly significantly more... Okay, I'm not anymore. There we go.
I love crab. I love crab cakes, especially.
The flavor, I think it's actually the smell.
Well, you don't like seafood.
Yeah. I think that's just generally it. Wait, is that a crab with a gun? That was a crab with a gun!
There are crabs with a number of objects.
Things.
Well, that's a dynamator. Huh.
You should probably pay attention to the things that we pick up over the,
Small fiddler crab. There's a horseshoe crab. You found a horseshoe crab.
Should pay attention to all the things I pick up over the course of this series. Uh-oh. Oh, they closed the door on me.
Oh, you better go around the other side. When will you be able to get that? Oh, I think it's one of the Japanese spider crabs or whatever they call them. Oh, you can roll back over that horseshoe crab. It ran away though.
No, I think I got it.
No. There's a second horseshoe crab that you haven't gotten yet.
Okay, I'll go for it in a second. Gonna get the rest of the persimmons here. Can't get that. Oh, what the?
No, you can't get that crab yet.
No, but I can get his shoes. There's so many crabs.
Ah!
Oh no, oh no.
Okay, is it stuck? Ouch. Oh,
There we
you go.
We're free. We're free.
Oh, now
Oh.
it's running away.
Oh. Oh, I think I see what you mean. Where is it?
There he is.
There he is. He's upside down. There we go.
Another horseshoe crab.
Scissors.
Well, where did that crab go? On the right. There he is. You're probably big enough to vanquish him. There you go. You finally got the spider crab.
Can I get this? Get part of it.
All his food.
The shrimp looks good too. Okay, I think we got TV crab. Iron crab? Okay, how do we...
Yeah, Why don't you get the crabs that are hanging from that wire?
If I can?
There you go.
Oh, no, they were just kind of floating there.
They were hanging from the t-shirt.
I can get the Daruma.
Why don't you get the crab that's riding the dog?
Wanted to get those. Uh-oh. Oh. I forgot I could have taken the lower area. I don't know if I can get up to the
Oh, well, you
table.
lost a crab.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get up to that. Oh, that's how I do this.
Ah.
Maybe not. I don't actually... Oh, there's a bunch of crabs there.
Mm-hmm.
There's, like, upper areas that I haven't even reached yet, and I'm not entirely sure how to get up there, but they've implied that there's, like, a street level that I can get
And
up
is this
to.
a grab every crab? Or
Yeah,
grab
yeah,
as
I'm
many?
scored based on how many crabs I grab. The great crab grab?
Crab grab.
Can I... Oh, God.
Oh.
You have 1 minute left. Okay. Oh.
Too
I
big.
can't see anything. I'm honestly not sure if I'm going to be able to
Old
grab
magazines.
all of these crabs. I've got, like, most of them. There's a bunch of random non-crab garbage in here. But yeah, there's a secret area I could have taken out, maybe, to grab more crab. But I don't think I can get more crab in here. I got 107 crab. Should be good.
Oh, wow.
Okay. Dang it.
Let's make sure you don't lose a crab. Oh, you got the dog.
Counted, I guess.
And the crab on top of him.
Bit hard. Okay, there we go. That looks delicious. But also slightly disturbing. Oh well. Let's take the Yum Yum Rainbow back. Blah. Yeah, there's like that under area with all the spiders. Well, I did fine actually. 109 out of 81%. Barf. Too crab intensive and kind of gross. Anyway, what? 109 crabs. Fabulous. This is it. This is what we wanted. Crab! Crab! A sea of crab meat. Crab heaven. This looks incredibly yummy. We are one step closer to the finest starry sky there is. Oops, we are drooling. Alrighty, let's just release it into the sky. Jill's just giving me a look.
Oh, I feel it. I feel the cosmos. Cancer came scuttling back. So yummy.
Yeah, Cancer the crab. The Constellation.
So I actually did really well on that one. I thought for a second I had like trapped myself in the yard because I couldn't escape it. And had, and more or less was not able to get the rest. Make Cancer. Oh,
Yes, maybe you have to make each of the zodiac signs?
yeah.
Or no, Cygnus isn't a zodiac sign, but it's another major constellation.
What is it? There's something missing. Is it our royal present? No, something more. Eureka, we have it. It's not graceful. The sky's utterly lacking in grace. It does not float like a butterfly, nor sashay like the king. It's just not there at all. What's graceful on Earth? Swans, that's what. See, does this version not have the English voice acting? Guess not?
No, it doesn't seem to.
This
Unless there are options.
Well, this is the PS2 version. Or does the PC version have the dub? Huh. We want some grace back in the sky soon. But the swans... don't seem to have hatched yet. There's nothing but eggs. But strangely enough, if you roll those up, they'll start tweeting and hatching. Get as many as you can, and make Swan stuffed Katamari as you can. And it'll be so very graceful. We await the news of your success. At least, we'll wait for 7 minutes.
Quail chicks. Oh.
Quails are like the cutest thing.
Quails are adorable. Why does the duckling have a
not sure.
bandana on from the outset?
I don't actually know.
I noticed that. Ooh. Well, that's a swan. I noticed that quails seem to be the go-to bird to have as ground critters at butterfly, like, sort of areas and museums. Like live butterfly museums, and
well,
they can pick up stuff probably.
They're
Ooh.
relatively easy to take care of.
Yeah, they sort of just peck things off the ground. I think conservatories often have them too.
Because they don't have big populations. They take care of themselves well. They're not particularly moody birds.
Mm-hmm. Wait, this is in English?
Yeah. Yeah, the soundtrack for this game is on. Suffice to say, so they actually do have quite a number of English songs.
This guy's sounding similar to Sinatra, like trying to catch that.
Trying to catch that style?
Yeah.
Let's see.
Whoa, there are big chickens in the tubes.
I'm afraid to drop down. Because I'm always afraid that I'm gonna go too far. Oh, well.
No choice.
No choice. It's okay. It'll probably work out in my favor.
Look at all the dandelions, huh?
Oh, I'm not even sure what happened.
Oh, they're mouse traps. They send you flying.
Yeah, I gotta get big enough so I can just absorb the mouse traps.
Why would people put eggs on mouse traps?
I mean, I'm not actually sure. It's also kind of interesting because this is straight up the, this is the same house as the last couple.
Hey, look. That TV has you on it.
Yep. I straight up have no idea.
Let's roll up to be a single star in the sky.
It's actually not a bad song.
All the wings flapping out of there.
Yeah, this is horrifying. Just imagine when they all need to poop. Oh god. Oh god. Giant horror poop ball. We see Hinidol, we respect. Or is that suspect? Oh, I don't know. Okay, the inside of this house seems safer. Less mouse traps. Why are there bird eggs on mouse traps?
I know, that's what I was asking before. Why would you use it as bait?
What eats eggs? Snakes.
Yeah.
It's some like bizarre
Snakes, larger rodents. I mean, I'm pretty sure that mice and rats would eat eggs if given the opportunity, but...
Rats, yeah, I think they both do and will. But, I mean, mainly they'll just eat anything that is vaguely edible. Yeah, we're not raising in size particularly quick.
I love eggs.
I do.
Eggs are yummy.
Eggs are yummy.
I like them poached. Because then the inner yolk can be slightly runny. You can spread it over toast. I never really was very fond of hard-boiled eggs.
I kind of got used to hard-boiled eggs, but that's just because that's all my family would eat. Because it's so easy to make hard-boiled anything compared to, like...
Well, I know that poaching takes some effort, but I just like the fact that hard-boiled eggs' yolks are
they're not very
weird texture.
I like is it soft-boiled eggs?
Yeah, because I thought that you liked the soft-boiled because it's a creamy. interior as opposed to a runny or a hardened one. I personally like the runny interiors. And scrambled and omelets. Kind of eggs aren't too bad either. I thought the omelet I made the other day was nice. Some mushrooms, salt and pepper and garlic, parsley, and cheese. That was yummy.
Where am I?
I usually don't have the patience to make omelets because you have to sort of have it at a lower heat and put a lid on it. Ooh, look at all those eggs stacked up.
Yep. I know what I came here for. We are not growing fast.
That person has an egg sticking out of a... What? Or is it a air bubble?
It was air bubble coming out of their nose.
Ew.
Yeah, gross.
I find it weird that people often draw that. Oop, an egg went flying.
Yeah.
Because, I mean,
from experience, I know you...
I know that I can get bubbles coming out of my mouth.
Yeah, you do it with your
when
mouth.
I sleep. But that's only if I'm sitting up while I'm sleeping, and I rarely
No,
ever...
you do it. It definitely happens when you are lying down.
What? When do I have my mouth open with a big bubble?
More often, I think, than you would appreciate.
Yeah.
I watch you while you sleep.
You always look weird when you sleep because you have that face mask on all the time.
It's because my eyes dry out when I sleep. Or, like, I'm just really light sensitive that day.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I'm going to do so hot on this one.
He always looks like a Illidari or a ritualist or one of those, you know, one of those odd societies with masks over their eyes. Or
One of our royal presents.
what
You
was
found
the royal
it
present?
yesterday.
A mug?
Be sure to keep it in the Katamari till the end. No! I just dropped it! Very graceful and a bit disturbing.
Did you drop it?
Yeah, I dropped it just the last second. Tweet, tweet, tweet. Noisy things. We'll take the graceful rainbow back. This level didn't go so hot. I'm not actually sure how many I needed. Nope. Wow, feathers everywhere. This is great. It's difficult to hold with just one hand. Well, of course. We can handle a lot more weight than this. Alrighty, let's just release it into the sky. That one was awkward. Because we weren't...
It was awkward and you lost the present.
I lost the present. Oh, I got
Sickness.
some part of it.
Oh, I feel it. I feel the cosmos.
So apparently the story with these children and their mother...
Cygnus flew back into the sky from the ashes, just like a phoenix.
Oh, right. We might as well do this. We only have one.
Oh, so that present is a scarf for you to wear?
I'll just have a cute scarf, I guess. Apparently the story with the children and the mother actually goes across every single game. Like, that's the only major continuity between anything.
Oh.
Make star 5. Gordon the dog. Have you ever been to the Netherlands? We stopped in the day before yesterday. We hope you can visit during the day's ruling, like that's possible. Oh yes, almost forgot. Oh yes, a royal present for the hard-working prince. That's what we were thinking, but it got swiped right off us on Earth. Pickpocketed during the morning rush hour. Very well done too. Must be around there somewhere, so roll it up while you're at it. His dialogue is getting a lot less interesting as we go along.
It's just I lost something of
Yeah.
yours and I visited this country today. Let me say a greeting in their language.
Shell has an apple. Today you'll be rolling around the town. The Katamari should be, let's see, around a relaxed 1.5 meters. We can believe in you for 13 minutes in Earth time. But any longer than that, blah 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 blah. Alright, so this is just an open level. So we're discussing apples to some degree. Yeah, we found, what are they called? Heirloom apples?
No, opal apples.
Opal apples. There we go. I knew it was like something kind of jewelry-ish sounding thing. And I was like...
Heirloom is usually associated with tomatoes, I think.
Yeah?
The weird purpley red ones and yellows and oranges and stuff.
I wonder what, like, maximum level Katamari skills are like. Like, somebody that's capable of sucking up everything in a level. Is that even possible? Probably.
Wait, did you suck up apples or are those tomatoes?
Strawberries, in fact.
Oh, strawberries.
Oh, but
Yeah,
they're
it was
too big for me
interesting.
right now.
When we were, I think I was maybe in 6th grade or something, we were supposed to conduct a science experiment that we could do at home. And I was trying to think, you know, what scientifically could I potentially do at home? Like, what is a burning question that I've always had? And I go, oh yeah, why is it that when, say my mom buys a Red Delicious versus a Granny Smith or something else, it seems like one browns faster than the other, right? And I always thought that it was because of how sweet it was. I noticed that Granny Smith's kept a lot better and they were tartar apples than Red Delicious, right?
Yeah.
So I did my experiment with, I believe I had a green, like, Granny Smith apple, a Macintosh, which I always put in between when it comes to color and also how sweet they are. And then, of course, the Red Delicious. Red Delicious also just has a different texture on the inside. It's a little bit more...
I don't like Red Delicious apples at all.
I know.
They're by far my least favorite apple.
So in any case, I did my test. I cut them up and set them out just to see how brown they got over the course of, say, 10 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour, etc. And sure enough, it was the sweeter the apple, the browner it got first. And it ended up being something about oxidation.
Yeah.
How swiftly they oxidize. And sugar content contributes to that. So, yeah.
What did I ever have to do? I mean, I guess the only really, like, not open-ended science project I ever did. I guess
Yeah,
it kind of was.
we had to do a number of open-ended ones where we had to come up with our own experiment.
I didn't, unfortunately. I did, Rat in a Maze, because I had a rat at the time, and that worked really well for me. But otherwise, like, almost all of my science experiments were always just, like, super focused and kind of boring. Like, most science experiments when I was a kid just not exciting. I don't know. I feel like I've never had that much luck with imaginative teachers that are always just like, okay, now we're just gonna do, like, this really boring thing. Up until, I think, my physics teacher in, like, junior year, who was really cool. And more or less was just like, all of his physics questions were entirely based on ducks and duck-related physics. Which was kind of fun to experience.
Really?
Yeah.
All of his courses were just duck-related?
Yeah. He gave us, like, the specific size, weight, whatever was required of a duck. And then we had to, like, calculate various things. And it worked really well. I don't know, it was better than just, like, if a 10-pound mass, it was like, no. If it's a 30-pound concrete duck, you know, how fast does it fall, and you know, a billion other, like, just basic things like that. And it was much more engaging than, like, half the classes I'd ever been in. And this was at the exact same time as that really unimaginative teacher that would penalize us for, like, drawing 4s badly. What was the worst teacher you ever had?
I'm so sorry if my apple munching is too loud.
It's not audible. Like, straight up, the filters that I've got are... I'm not gonna say perfect.
I mean, I've had probably a couple.
Did you ever have a teacher that insisted you call them, like, doctor or professor?
Nah.
Oh, my brother had a teacher that would say that. You know, if you didn't refer to her by Dr. Blank, she straight up wouldn't respond to you, period. And he always found that to be particularly infuriating. Because she wasn't even that good. She just, like, flex. She's like, I have a PhD, so you should respect me accordingly. And it's like, I mean, that's nice. And she get really mad at you if you didn't know this either. Like, I'd never had her as a teacher, and that's how I met her. Was her being really mad at me for not calling her Dr. Blank. And I'm like, I'm sorry. I just wanted to tell you that there's a student down the hall that's, like, needs your help and told me to go get you.
Yeah, usually, most everyone I remember as a kid always defaulted to Mr. or Mrs.
Yeah.
And I understand that doctor is a prestigious title to earn. Like, you have to have a doctorate and such for it. But, I don't know. It's a little much to tell young kids, you know.
I mean, I was most definitely a teen.
Okay.
So it's like, worse if you were a kid. No, I just had a lot of, I guess, kind of power trippy, whoa, hi. I am free. I had a bunch of particularly power trippy, teachers over the years. Strike! Ooh.
I was kind of fortunate to often get on the good side of the really strict teachers.
I would, but like, I mean, you know me, I get mad when people are kind of low-key jerks, or something like that. Did I ever tell you about our freshman year? You had to do those, like, weird industrial design combined classes?
That would be the worst teacher, actually, probably that I've ever had.
Did we have the same teacher? The old lady?
The lady with the glasses, the ponytail, always wore jeans.
Maybe not.
Gravelly voice. Probably not.
Because there was... I had one of those for, like, an art history class freshman year, and she was real nasty to people.
No, my industrial design teacher was...
Oh, her. Yeah, I remember her. I didn't have her.
Or actually, it wasn't industrial. It wasn't industrial. It was just 3D design.
Yeah, it was 3D
right?
design, but it was effectively industrial design.
Yeah, they were having us do all sorts of
Weird
woodworking. I don't know, plaster. But yeah, I remember we had to do a project where we were paired with an upperclassman to do an art project, and like, I thought that the person that I had my art project with, that, you know, he was a fan of sci-fi fantasy stuff. It's like, sure. And he's like, well, I'm good at vectoring things. And I'm like, oh, well, I'm good at drawing. So, you know, maybe I'll draw something. You can vector it for the project, and that'd be good. Except, I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't get into it. There were language barriers. Our school was...
Effectively, the guy didn't do his part of the work, and then they blamed
He didn't
you.
communicate with me. I, you know, had got my drawing off to him and hadn't heard anything about it. And I was like, hey, did you actually, you know, do the vector stuff? And then, like, the final project was a pretty low grade. And it's like, but that... I did my part. They didn't follow through.
Didn't he get a better grade than you?
Yeah, I think it was that too. But that was because the teacher was very lenient. I don't know. It's a touchy subject. I don't really want to get into the, like, why he may have gotten preferential treatment, but
I don't know. I've had a number of students that, like, specifically had special allowances. This lady needs to stop. Okay. This is awkward. Oh, no. Can I absorb any of these children? No. There we go. I don't know, I've always had trouble with, like, allowances in certain things. Because I find, like, it creates more bad habits in certain cases. So, my school had the brilliant idea of taking all the people that needed extra time, for, like, SAT testing, and then just putting them in the regular rooms. But rule, if you're taking the SATs, you're not actually supposed to, let anybody leave until everyone in the testing room has finished.
Oh, so everyone that had normal times had to stay for the people that had extended time?
Yeah, so, like, I'm reasonably good at standardized testing, just because. And so I more or less had finished within, like, 45 minutes, and then I had to spend 3 hours, I want to say, just sitting there staring at this one guy, waiting for him to finish, because he was the one that needed the extra timing and whatnot. And the problem is, like, I didn't hate him for taking forever because he needed the time, but I hated the fact that he was in the room with me. I feel like any smart person in charge of this whole system would have just said, "All right, let's just." Any smart person in charge of the system would have been like, yeah, this isn't working, let's just separate them out. But no, the school is about, you know, inclusion. And I don't mind inclusion, but it's... when it comes at the detriment of everybody else, that just creates the worst kind of division, where you're sitting there hating the other person. As opposed to, you know, in support of whatever their problem is. I don't know. Okay, can I get these bikes? I can get these bikes. I guess kind of... There's so many people to absorb. Get these bikes yet? No, I can't. Alright. I think I can go up here.
This is horrifying.
Can I get these railings? Not yet. There we go. Can I get further up in here? I wanted to go back to the original neighborhood, but I think I'm actually too small.
You actually lost that girl.
Yeah, not much I can do about it.
And you're losing that guy with the... Wait, did he have a huge pompadour?
Yeah, oh yeah. Dudes with huge pompadours are like...
Wait, did they name the people?
Here. Chubby housewife? Mm.
Well, they had also actually given some of them real names. Summer school girl. Grandma. Oh no.
Alrighty, that's it for time. We have a meeting to go to. We're zipping back to space now. Royal Rainbow. You have to be pretty big to pick up humans. Yup. 2 meters, 44 centimeters, 1 millimeter. It's pretty big. We imagine it'll make a pretty big star. If it were ours, we would have made it much bigger. The thing you collected the most of is vegetables. My, Earth is very full of things, blah blah blah. We never found the present. But then again, I'm pretty bad at finding the presents. They're all in, like, weird spots.
Fresh.
Oh, there's the top of Shell Island already.
I know I saw a huge guy.
To be continued.